And I've come in here on my off time just to take a look at these new 2026 BMW RT Ps. I want to look at a couple of differences between the 1300 and the 1250s that we have already on the fleet. Our 1250s have been great bikes. They've been awesome. We've had no problems with them. We've loved them. But BMW's up the game with the 1300 RT P. A few key differences to look at. There's a lot of performance. There's a lot of mounting things you have to look at for the police package. What is mounted different? What do we have to play with? So we're going to take some time. We're going to look at this RT P, the 1300, compare it to the 1250. We're going to see what's been changed, see what you have to look out for when it comes to installing and upfitting your bike and getting it ready for patrol. So come along with me. Let's take a look at a couple bikes here. When we look at the first part of the 1250s, what we notice different, the graphics. We have a way to lay out our graphics. The nose is different. We look at the 1300s, the nose is completely different. There's a few things we have to pay attention to about how we lay out our graphics. First of all, we like to run our police package or police line across the front of the fairing the way it was on the other one. This one we have to lay it out a little bit differently. This black plastic piece looks like a great place to put a logo. It is not. It is actually the radar head that it uses for the adaptive cruise control, or whatever BMW calls it. So you're not able to put any kind of stickers, graphics, paint over that spot. You have to leave that bare. The headlights work really good at night. We have had a couple of these out on patrol already. Worked a night shift the other day with them. The lights are great, illuminates really well. Of course, we're working on our graphics, where we're laying out our graphics, trying to figure that out before we put them out on the street for good. The next thing you're going to notice is mounting locations for the radar. You see, we have our radar wires run already, but we don't have the brackets, and we have to order new brackets from Stalker, which is the brand of radar that we use on our particular bikes. If you come over here, you see how our bikes are mounted. The radars are mounted on the BMW RT P 1250. Stalker provides this U-bracket that bolts perfectly to the existing frame on the 1250s. For the 1300s, we have a totally different engine guard, so we believe Stalker has addressed that, has come up with a new bracket for the radar mounts. Same is true for the LiDAR mounts. Come over here. Take a look at the LiDAR mounts. We just got a simple mount on these guys where it's mounted to the bar. Because it runs in line this way instead of this way, we're going to have to get a different mounting bracket for the LiDAR. The old rifle rack had the bars that it mounted to. Part of the saddlebag guard is how the old rifle rack mounted. And no problem, but it looks like the bolt pattern is about the same. FMS Accessories has provided the rifles for us. Have not provided, but we bought them. And they bolt up just fine to the 1300. I believe it is specific to the 1300, but by my eye, it looks like the bolt pattern is very similar. But I'm almost positive it's going to be specific to the 1300. But the rifle rack itself is still the same, still similar. Your activation button is still the same, and our tactical motor gear rifle sleeves will fit this perfectly. We've already upfitted the rifle sleeves for our rifle mounts for our guys, and they work really well as well. A couple other things we've noticed, the button layouts are different. Your start button is over here instead of on the center console. The center console is nothing. We're working on a mount for the radar head as well. Zip tie is not how we're going to run it. We'll have an actual mount for it from Stalker. Most of your buttons are similar layout, but there are a few changes. Again, the biggest changes is your start buttons will move to the top of the column on the trigger side, the accelerator side. The fairing is different shape. Not having a chance to ride it on patrol myself, I'm not sure how good this fairing is compared to the old fairing. The old fairing did a really good job of protecting the rider on patrol, and had good comms at speed, so even with a half shell, so that's good too. Another thing we noticed, the rear saddle bag is different. The shape is different. The space might be different. I don't know if this guy's locked or not. Nope, it's not locked. The inside of the saddlebag is different as well. One thing that BMW has provided is a little cargo net at the top, which is awesome for putting little knickknacks in. It's on both top box, or excuse me, on both saddlebag lids, and it seems to function really well. The lock is laid out different. So this will be mine. This is how I know it'll be mine. So I'm set. Again, we're working on the graphics of this guy. So one thing I've noticed, the top box opening is located in a different spot here at the rear of the top box. Opens really easy. And the bottom of the box is laid out slightly different. It's plastic instead of the aluminum. Maybe it'd be easier if you're Velcroing like your radar head or a printer or something else to the box. It might stick a little bit better than that aluminum, I don't know. But this is what they've got set up right now. I've not had a chance to play with it. One of our motors, who's he's probably going to be an upfitter when he retires from here, has already wired in our plug and play for our printer to power our printer, and has already powered up our radar unit. All we're needing again is the mounts for the radar antennas. Okay, over here from the dashboard, we're going to look at a couple different things right off the bat. We don't have our side glove boxes anymore, the little mini glove boxes. We have one larger main glove box, which is kind of nice. This is a great place to store your cell phone if you don't need to look at it. It also, I believe, wirelessly charges your phone from this location. That's a nice touch. On the center stock, we don't have the start button like we used to have. The start button is now relocated over here. That's where we start the bike from. Looking at the left side, we still have our typical switches. There's a couple new switches. Haven't had a chance to play with it, see what all the switching is about. We'll play with that here shortly. Our F1 and F2. The F1, of course, for the push-to-talk on the radio. We use the Setcom system. However, I think we're switching to the Setcom MOS or MOC system, whatever that is, which should allow the F2 to be a push-to-talk for the PA system through the speakers, work as a PA device. Have not had a chance to play with that because we have not got that system in yet. All right, one more feature that we've got on this thing that I'm not sure about. It's a feature, it's a thing. This wing is supposed to come up and provide some different aerodynamics going down the road as far as keeping the wind off of you. I don't know how well that works. I guess they've put it in a tunnel and they said it's going to work great. Don't have a clue. To me, it almost looks like a gimmick at this point, but whatever. We'll see when we get on the road with it. All in all, we're really excited about these RTPs. We're ready to get them on the road, start putting some miles on them, start doing some enforcement with them, and be able to give you more of a feedback on what these RTP 1300s are really like on patrol. I'm excited for them. I know they have great power. The handling is supposed to be improved, which the handling on the 1250s, as you know, is already spot on. So looking forward to it. Ready to go with it. Hopefully sometime soon we'll be on the road with these, and at some point in the future be able to give you more of an in-depth review on these 1300s. In the meantime, check out our new website, tacticalmotorgear.com. Has some great new features, including a new blog post, which I think you'll really appreciate. Until then, just ride safe and keep training, and keep your community safe, and make us all proud on two wheels.